So angling mortality is real.
Yeah,
and it varies based on season, the depth you catch the fish in, and where the fish is hooked, and what the out of water time is, and did you transfer a bunch of bacteria onto that fish? And there is a thing of delayed mortality as well, to where I do everything right. Maybe I had dry hands and I touched that fish and it got bacteria transfer, and 2 weeks later it has a bacterial infection and that causes issues and maybe it dies. Depending on all those factors, though, that mortality could be as low as like 1 to 2%, or it could be up to 30% of just general angler mortality. So whenever we're talking to fisheries managers, we're calculating those things in. We want to know how many anglers, how many hours. There's a reason when those krill survey clerks come by and ask you those questions, they're trying to quantify things like that. As a general rule, advanced adult-sized fish should be released. Because fish in general will have more eggs, larger eggs, the larger the fish is.
Okay.
So those fish are more valuable to the environment. They're also, if it's a species like largemouth bass, the larger males are what guard the nest. So that ensures nest success. So the larger fish are more relevant, more important to the population. Whenever you harvest for consumption, you should harvest on the lower end, typically, of whatever the harvest regulation is. Because those fish, you'll have some variance. You'll have young fish that are exceptional growers. You'll have older fish that are poor growers, and they're all living in there, but they're competing for forage early in life. And if we remove those fish and consume those fish as our protein source, we will allow more juvenile forage items to grow up to feed the larger fish. And so we'll still have two tiers of that fishery, a harvestable fishery and a trophy or recreational fishery.